Welcome back to Property Play. I'm your host, Elena Saradidis, and today I have one of my favorite realtors and friends, Jennifer Greenberg, with me. Did I mess up your name?
No,
No. Okay, good. Oh my God, can you imagine?
I can't imagine.
Okay, let's maybe dive into the real estate market and what you're kind of seeing now. I know we're kind of in the end of September, getting to September months. What are you seeing?
What am I seeing? I think it's been a steady but slow summer. I think there's been more activity than people anticipated and or expected. I think that buyers have returned with a little bit of confidence to the table, but properties that have elbows or sharp corners or things that aren't necessarily perfect about them are struggling a little bit in a marketplace like this. I think that when buyers feel that they have choice, it actually slows down the buying process.
100%. Like they want to see what else is there. They don't feel like they've seen enough.
Yeah. Or they want to see what's next. Oh, this is so great. I love this. Show me more.
But in a hot market, everything moves so quickly that you're like, make a decision or it's going to be sold.
Well, I think in a hot market, they understand that they have to use some tempo, some timing, that they have to use that to their advantage. So once they've seen X number of houses, they understand what their needs and wants are. They can effectively purchase something that's available. When there's a number of things that could effectively be okay, they could work for them. We could make this work. It falls in budget. It's, what is it? Analysis paralysis? Is that what they say?
So are you noticing there's like a method to the madness when it comes to how many showings is too many showings?
For a buyer?
Yeah.
Oh. How many showings? Well, 3 showings of the same house is a kiss of death.
What do you mean? Like don't see it 3 times?
Beyond 3 times, it's over. You're not buying the house. So the first time you see the house, you have an emotional reaction to it.
Okay.
Second time you see the house, you're able to evaluate, does this make sense for me? The third time you go back and see the house should be the last time that you ever need to see that house before you live in it full time. If you need to keep going back and back, there's a doubt in your mind, or you start to create doubt.
Okay.
Yeah.
In my head, I was counting how many times have I visited houses before I bought them.
Yeah.
And I actually just had a guy that visited 4 times, but we had a reason.
Yeah.
It was a cloudy day on the 3rd visit, and we were visiting it on purpose to see light. And then the next day we went, it was sunny. And we just needed to walk in and see light and then walk out and we're good. Okay. Like it wasn't like we knew what the house looked like. We knew how many rooms, like we knew everything else. We just needed to see some light and we're good. But on average, how many times are buyers like, how often are you taking them out shopping? How many houses are they seeing?
Well, I think that we talk about buyers as if they're one type of thing, one type of person. Oh, it's a buyer. Is it a first-time buyer? Is it a condo owner? Is it a downsizer? Is it a couple with kids? Couple no kids? Is it a single? Is it a solo? Who is this person and what is their experience within the real estate market? So I think that every buyer class has I don't think it's a minimum number of showings that are ding, 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 ding. Once we hit this, we can buy a house. It's how much information are they taking in? What are they learning? What are they understanding about themselves? If you can be effective in the early days of showing them homes, then they can understand a little more quickly what their needs are so that you can start zeroing in on the right properties. And then also budget. You have to live and die by the budget. There's no hope. There's no wishing. There's no dreaming. Prayers do not buy houses. Budgets buy houses, and only look at houses that you can afford to buy.
And be honest about your budget to your agent.
Oh, yeah.
You'd be surprised. I'm sure you're not surprised. You've had people that have told you a budget and then all of a sudden have shown you homes that are like, what happened to the budget? And like, oh, but we really wanted to buy for less.
Yes.
And you're like, okay, but this is $1 million more. Where did that come from?
No, that's right. You have to be honest with your agent.
And it doesn't mean we're going to take you to that number. We just need to know. So if your right home is there, we can at least show it to you or give you the option to see it or not, as opposed to we didn't even look in that category.
Well, it's not about being honest to your realtor. It's about being honest to yourself. Because everybody will like a home that is $500,000 to $1 million over the homes, the price of the homes that they're actively seeing. Who doesn't like those homes better? But if the homes that are $500 to $1 million less suit your needs and your plan for your next 5 or 10 years, then that's the right home. Even if you can afford to buy more home, but really buy as much home as you can. Spend all the money you have today to buy as much home as you can so that you need the services of us less in your lifetime. It's the one thing you won't regret.
I tell people all the time that I'm like, if you underbuy, you will see me more often. And you might want to see me.
You can see me whenever you want. I will have coffee with you.
But the only person you actually benefit by underbuying is me.
Yeah.
And they're like, what do you mean? And I go, when you go in the future to buy a new home and you buy one in 3 years instead of in 6 years or 7 years, you're trading up a lot quicker, which means you're doing a lot more transactions, land transfer tax, realtor fees, all of that adds up.
Yes.
So if you just stayed in your home and let it appreciate, you actually made more money.
Yes.
So it's a very interesting teeter when you're working with buyers. On the sell side, what are you seeing?
I'm seeing that houses that are great, that are priced right, are moving. I call them Christmas Day houses. A house that would sell on Christmas Day. Those houses move any day of the year at the price that they're worth. There are buyers out there looking to purchase homes, and they're doing it. But if you make one wrong move, if you present yourself incorrectly, if you price yourself incorrectly, then you're going to sit on the market and you're going to wonder what's happening. But what's happening is that you've overpriced or undermarketed your home.
Yeah. And I think the number one factor for everything is price. It doesn't even matter what market you're in, but the price is the determining factor on whether or not you're going to sell. And then how well it looks determines how high of a price you could potentially get.
Yeah.
But price, list price is key.
List price is everything because there's a price for that. The only thing that is ever wrong with a house is the price. It's the only thing that is ever truly wrong with a house. Because if the electrical needs to be fixed, there's a price for that. If it has a wet, leaky basement, there's a price for that. If it's finished over 5 levels, there's a price for that. There is a price for absolutely everything. So the only thing that's ever wrong is the price.
And then what I would say is if you are a seller in this market, to not panic if you haven't sold in 3 days. People panic.
Yeah.
But you saw it in 2021, 2022, things were selling and like you blinked and the house sold. You were going towards the appointment and you got a notification that the property sold firm and they have the deposit check in hand. And now sellers are like, wait, we have a showing every couple days? Wait, there's not a lineup out my door and my house is not selling in 3 days? How come that hasn't happened?
I think, again, it goes back to what is the product that you're selling? How big is your demand pool? How many people are standing outside waiting for that? The more people that you have within your budget, if you're selling a move-in ready house in a prime neighborhood with easy parking, finished spaces, yes, priced correctly, your house is sold in 1 to 5 days. And there is a lineup of people at the door. But if you have an unfinished basement, if you don't have parking, if you require a little bit more imagination from somebody, then yes, you're looking at anywhere from 0 to an average of 29 days on the market. Roughly, I find that it takes at least 21 to 25 showings to elicit an offer. Not multiple offers, an offer. So there's a lot of metrics to take into consideration, but depending on what you're selling will also determine your timeline to get it sold.
Yeah, I think there was a saying, it was like 40 days or 40 showings. Like one of the two. If you've had 40 days and you haven't had an offer, something's wrong. If you have 40 showings and you haven't had an offer, something is wrong.
Yeah.
Like it shouldn't be 40 days or 40 showings. One of the two. Whatever hits first, then you know what you're working with.
But what would be wrong with it? What do you think would be wrong with it?
Always price.
There you go.
We should have played as the price right and just like shown you a bunch of listings.
Yep.
Well, that's all we have today with Property Play, but I'm going to bring Jen back and we're going to talk all things craziest real estate stories she's ever been a part of.
Really? Are you sure we're talking about that?
Yeah, we won't name names.
Okay.
If you like content like this, make sure to like, follow, and subscribe.